Just to add to this a little bit more, I feel like one of the primary reasons these guys really don't fucking like me, apart from the fact that I'm brown,
Listen, I would like you to just ignore the mess in the background. It's very representative of my life at the moment. So, yeah, that's what's going on, and you guys will find out. But before I get into this video, I would like to mention two things. The first thing, in telling you this story, I am not looking for pity points. I'm not looking to for you to fucking feel bad for me. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm strong. I'm dealing with this. However, I'm going to deal with it. And one of the ways of dealing with it is kind of sharing the story with you, and so that if you are in a situation that is similar to mine, then you can gain some insight from it, and then you can understand what to do. Because a part of me feels very responsible for you guys, because I do have a certain level of influence, and I would like to use that in a positive manner. So there we go. That's one thing. The second thing is that this is about my ex-girlfriend, and it's not a way to get back to her, and I'm not going to be using her name. If you do know her name, please do not write her name in the comments. I would really appreciate that. If you are one of my friends in real life and you're watching this, which I doubt is the case because my friends in real life do not watch me online, do not think of her as a bad person. She's one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. And even now, I'm very much in love with her. And if she called me right after I uploaded this video and said, please take me back, I would take her back in a second. That's also another reason why I don't want to say her name, because I don't want you guys running her name through the mud after that, if that were to happen, which I don't think is going to happen, honestly. Not for me, but because of her. I just don't think that she loves me as much as she said she did. So essentially, this is what it comes down to, right? In June, I got messaged by a girl, currently my ex-girlfriend, who she said, "I think you're really hot and fun." And it was really interesting because we were kind of having like a little bit of a back and forth on social media, on Facebook, and at the time. And I was like, holy shit, I was amazed, because for me, I had a crush on her for a long time, and not like an active crush on her where I would like reach out to her regularly. Like, I was only talking to her again, like I said, in June, like when VidCon happened, I was talking to her, and it was very recent that I had started talking to her. For the most part, for like the majority of the time, like I left her alone because she lived in a different city. She lived in Toronto, I lived in Montreal. And I was like, fuck. So when she messaged me, I was like, holy shit, I gotta capitalize on this because I fucking have a crush on this girl. It'd be amazing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be in Toronto soon, which I didn't need to be, but I was like, let's go for a walk. And so then that began. That was the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Something that was just very liberating. Something that was very amazing and just wonderful. And she unlocked something in me that I didn't even know I had anymore. It was buried so deep because of all the anxiety I've been carrying in my whole life. But she made me realize that I'm just a better person, that I'm someone that is able to command an audience, someone that is able to reach for more than whatever I thought was possible. I'm so thankful for that. Like it's really one of the things that makes me that I think about often. And of course, the romance was at an all-time high. But she always had this thing that was holding her back. There was something and she would say it was her depression or anxiety, and I understood that because I have anxiety, a form of anxiety, and I know how to deal with it. I'm by no means the most anxious person, but I do have it, and sometimes it is a little bit overwhelming. But for the most part, because I'm a strong-willed individual, I can get past it. So I was strong for both of us, and I was like, it's all good, it's not a big deal. And she would just have these moments where she would like get quiet, and I was okay. I didn't think much of it because I don't think that anymore. Because I think that when a girl is dating me, I don't think that there's any possibility of any other guy being involved or anybody else being involved. I just do not think it's possible. I just don't see it as a possibility because I provide so much more than the average worker. I just do. It's just in my nature. It's just what it is. I don't do it because I feel like that's what they want. I do it because that's just how I am. So December comes and she breaks up with me, and she tells me it's because she's really depressed. She doesn't know what she's doing with her life. She's so fucked up. She just said, I'm just so screwed up about her life, and that's it. And was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." I didn't want to hold her back, but at the same time, I was like, "What are you doing? Like, we're so good together. What are you doing?" She's like, I'm not there right now. I'm just not here. I can't do it. I need to fix myself. I can't bring you down." So I left her alone for like a month and a half. We didn't talk really. And then we started talking again towards the end of January. And that's when she revealed something very important to me. And that was the fact that she was in a relationship the whole time. She's been caught in a loveless relationship. She doesn't love the guy. She doesn't feel anything for him, supposedly. She loves me more, supposedly. She thinks I'm the best, that he doesn't hold up a candle to me, supposedly. And I'm saying supposedly because even after she told me, this is the kind of guy I am. This is how much I love her. I said, "It's okay, baby. Don't worry about it. I understood why you didn't tell me. I understood why you hid this from me. I'm sorry that you had to feel this way. I'm sorry that you were so anxious. I'll go through this with you. I just want you. I want you at the end of this. I don't need you. I think that we can be valuable together. I think that we can achieve things together. I want to bring you to things like VidCon. I want to introduce you to YouTubers. I want to introduce you to this new form of media that's coming up. I want to get you and I want you at my side. I want you as my queen. That's what I want." So I was like, I said that to her. Right after she said it, it wasn't like, I didn't even do time to think about it. I said, "No, it's okay, don't worry about it, I love you, let's do this." And she was like, "I'm on board." And then a week passes by. And suddenly, she's not on board. Suddenly she's thinking, "I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I should commit to you. I can't commit to you. I can't fucking commit to you." What? Why can't you commit to me? And it's not like, okay, I get it, because she feels like she's really fucked up about the whole situation. She feels terrible about herself. She feels terrible about the fact that she lied to me. She lied to this person who she perceives as super pure. And I was like, "Listen, I don't give a fuck. I forgave you about that. It doesn't even matter. I wasn't even thinking about that. Why are you telling me you can't commit to me?" And then I really started thinking about it. I'm like, why can't she commit to me? And the reality is that at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, while she was with me, she was with someone else. And while she was with this other person, she let that other person feel like everything was okay. And once again, this isn't because she is a bad person, this is because she is a person who is deeply flawed and has issues that she needs to deal with. And if she is watching, it would be really appreciative if she actually dealt with that. And one of the things that she could do, and this is just a suggestion that I've suggested her before, is move past this other guy and replace him with me. And it's not like I'm saying like, "Oh, I just want to replace someone else and maybe she'll do it to me down the line." I don't think that's going to happen. I think that she just needed someone like me in her life. I'm being an idiot. I'm being a total idiot. Anyway, at the end of the day, what happened was that I was like, "Listen, if you're not going to commit to me, if you're going to say that you are having trouble committing to me in light of everything that I've offered, in light of the fact that I forgave you without holding against you, don't hold it against you, I just want you to love me, and you still have an issue with that, then that for me that made me feel like the side guy. I felt like the side guy. I didn't feel like a guy that was worth fully committing to, because the other guy apparently is worth fully committing to be involved with regularly, on the regular, day in and day out, get to see each other, on the weekend, go to grocery shopping, go to the fucking movies, go to family dinners. That guy is worth it. But not me. I'm just the guy that gives a good fuck and eats good pussy. That's pretty much what I am. That's what I feel like. And of course she tells me, "No, it's not the case, it's not the case, it's not the case." Whatever. There's one thing is the case. You're a deeply flawed person. So fix it. And it's kind of rude for you to get me involved and then for me to be on board and then you just push me aside like, "No, I can't be committed to you. Hold on while I fucking call this other loser." Fuck that shit. I'm sorry I'm angry right now and it's all coming out because I'm talking about it. I'm really fucking being real with you guys and I do apologize. And once again, if you are watching, please, I'm not super angry with you. I'm just fucking pissed off at the situation. Guys, I gotta say something right now. One thing I'm gonna say is that when you're in a situation like the one I'm in, you have to know your self-worth, okay? And my self-worth is quite fucking high. I think I'm fucking amazing, alright? And any girl would be lucky to have me. I'm not saying I'm God's gift to women. I'm just saying that if that relationship is happening, if there's a relationship involved, or she's open to dating me and I'm open to dating her, that girl is fucking lucky, all right? And I'm lucky too, because at the end of the day, hey man, good partners are hard to come by. But they're fucking lucky. There's no doubt in my mind that they're lucky, because I bring something that's completely different. My friends have said this about me. They just know me as a person that's been more open and more forward, more real with people than anybody else. We live in a world where people hide behind social media with these fucking nice stories like, I got married yesterday. Oh, I bought a fucking dog. Oh, everything's okay in my fucking life. Sick. Not really, everything's falling apart. I'm the one that's gonna be real and tell you that, holy shit, things aren't really that good, or things are really amazing in this aspect. That's what I do. So I'm just letting you know, if you were in a situation such as mine, know your self-worth and get the fuck out. And listen, at the same time, you don't need to close yourself off to that person, because I would, at any point, take her back. If she would want to fully commit to me, be like, listen, I am with you. I'm sorry, I'm with you, it's all good, let's forget about this. I'd be like, cool, let's forget about it, let's continue our life, and let's just fucking watch Netflix together, I'd go on dates, and I'll eat your pussy whenever I can. Whenever I want, which is pretty much all the time, by the way. It was all the time. All the time. I would have done it anytime, didn't matter. So, know your worth. Know your worth. Okay, and this goes for being, if you're a girl or a guy, know your worth if you're in a situation such as mine. And if you are if you're a person that's in a situation such as hers, please end it with the other person. I'm saying the other person that you're involved with before getting into something with another person. You don't want to hurt that other person who could potentially change your life for the better by staying with one person out of fear. You don't stay with someone because you're not in love with them. Just to put in context, by the way, I was involved with a girl, right, who couldn't have kids. She couldn't have kids. Physically could not have kids because of issues with her ovaries. This is something I went into knowing. But it grew on me, and it grew on me, and it grew on me, and it made me feel really bad because I want kids of my own. I want to be a fucking dad. I want to have daughters. That's what I want. My own kids. So I had to end it with her. And it was the hardest thing ever because I cared about her. She was great. We had a great emotional chemistry. And she was intellectually there as well. But there was something about it that was bothering me, and wasn't room for that. I couldn't have room for that. And I knew that there was someone who could maybe treat her better. So I ended it with her. I didn't keep dating her and then have a fucking side girl. I didn't do that. I ended it with her. And I would end it with anyone, by the way, who wasn't making me happy. I'm not in there to be happy. In a lot of ways, I stopped talking to her. I said, alright, I'm done. Because I'm talking about my current ex-girlfriend. I said, I'm done because you just can't commit to me. What am I doing there? What the fuck is that? Anyway, that's it. That's all I really wanted to say. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this out there. I don't care what it does. I guess I'm a fucking cuck because at the same time she was cucking this guy with me, and then she was also cucking me emotionally because she's still fucking there in this other relationship because I'm thinking, oh, she's just with me. I'm a cuck. I'm a fucking cuck, guys. Yo, like, share, and subscribe.
Like, it was like really crazy because like we would say crazy shit to each other. Like I was like, I want you to fucking piss on me. Like, I'm not even fucking joking. I'd look at her, I want you to fucking piss on me. This is the one girl that could piss on me. Like, I would fucking let her pee on my dick any day. It was amazing. I was like, I've never on the dick, on the chest. I don't give a fuck. Like, I've never been into peeing for like sex stuff. But I was like, if you want to pee on me, you can pee on me. I don't give a fuck. That's how much I loved her. And yeah. The only thing is like no shitting. But this is the first girl who like I've done like ass play with. Like, it was fucking great. I was like, this is the person that I really just want to do stuff with. Like anything with. Like, it's just so good. So, but yeah, and the thing is now is that, and we had a secret handshake where we would grab each other's crotches in public. Like, the fuck, man. I was like, this is like a person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And now, like, that's not happening right now, and I'm there in this mode where I'm just like, I meet all these other women, and I'm like, I can't do this with them. I can't like talk about like, you know, I can't like talk about how retarded someone is. You know, she's funny. She messaged me the other day.
Yeah.
Not the other day when she was talking to me, and she was like, she saw about the whole Tariq Nasheed thing, And she was livid. She was like, I would fucking Scott. She was like, I want to fucking. And so I wouldn't be surprised if she knows what's going on. She keeps like a close eye on me, and I know it seems kind of stalkerish, but like, she knows exactly what's happening all the time.
It's funny because when they go ahead and see someone like me talking so openly about my emotions, they of course will go ahead and be like, a beta male. The reality is that those people are the beta males. The real alphas are the ones that are totally fine with being emotional. Because when shit hits the fan, people like me are the ones that are gonna make moves. Those guys are gonna run. Those guys are gonna go ahead and repress themselves. Those guys are gonna not confront their issues, and they're just gonna have shit lives. That's what I truly believe.
So before you guys sink your teeth into this juicy beef, I need to give you guys some proper context. After that, you can go ahead and draw whatever conclusions you want to go ahead and draw. It really does not bother me whatsoever. Ricky Berwick got really mad at me because I blocked one of his friends at the end of January 2019, and he demanded that I unblock him. And because I'm a principled person that's going to stand up for himself, I was like, nah, I'm not going to block this guy. It's just the way it is. I'm going to keep blocking him. Then Ricky just couldn't handle that, so he started to passive aggressively troll me for the next several months. And then in June of 2019, I ended up blocking him, and then things blew up and he got so mad. He made a video on Twitter about me, and things just escalated, and that's where all this stems from. Ultimately, that's it. Ricky couldn't handle that I had blocked someone that he liked, and he couldn't handle being told no. Ricky is someone that you can't say no to. If you say no to Ricky, he is a vindictive piece of shit, and he will try to go ahead and ruin you however he can. He really will. I promise you this.
Alright, dude. You and I have talked 3 different times in DMs about this, and I've tried to respect your privacy and empathize for you, even though Ricky is one of my best friends. I want to bring up a couple points here. A couple weeks ago, you and I were talking in DMs. You brought up Ricky unsolicited when we were talking about something completely different, saying he fucked you over. You barely know me. If you're bringing up Ricky in DMs with me, that means you're bringing up Ricky in DMs everywhere. Because you barely know me, right? So, I want to bring a few things up here. You and Ricky in Crip sat in a Discord call a year ago with the mediator and all agreed to squash beef, move on, to not bring up each other's names. And when I brought that to Ricky, it took so much to get him to actually tell me what happened with you, and he's one of my best friends. That goes to show right there, Ricky's a good guy and not trying to talk shit about you. But here you are, waiting in the darkness of your Twitter comments for a guy to comment Ricky's name with 2 followers and a relevant human being on the internet so you can quote tweet it and say, Ricky is a piece of shit. Now, what you do in return, when everybody makes YouTube videos about you and responds to your accusation that Ricky's a piece of shit, you play the victim. That's your plan. That's your plan all along. You set yourself up to be a victim in this situation. And I'm sick of seeing it. Ricky is one of my best friends. He has done so much for me. He has helped my career and asked for nothing in return. Ricky has given me a lot of advice, and some of it I've said no to. And he's not once ever fucking tried to hurt me or manipulate me or do anything wrong to me. I've known him for a long time now. And here you are trying to paint him out to be some kind of evil villain with henchmen on the internet doing his bidding. He's not sitting there saying, do this, do that. People are acting of their own free will because Ricky's a good guy and doesn't deserve the shit you're talking about him. And before you say that Ricky did shit for me because he wanted to fuck me, or before you say that I'm doing all of this right now and saying all of this because Ricky helped me, bullshit. Ricky didn't help me right away. We were friends for a long time before Ricky helped me. And also, unlike you, Ricky's not in my DMs asking him if I'm ever coming to Montreal or implying he wants to camp in a van with me. Ricky is friends with my boyfriend and doesn't want to fuck me. What's funny about this is you just ignored every valid point I had to make throughout that entire video, and you only care about the fact that I said that you might have wanted to fuck me. Oh my god!
always didn't like to listen to people. And I noticed that over the years. Even with me. Granted, you don't have to listen to us, but you got yourself into political drama. When I saw it, I reached out and like, Bunty, you shouldn't get into this mess. You're like, no, this is my calling. Political stuff is my calling, Ricky. I'm like, okay. And when it got worse, I reached out again. I'm like, Bunty, seriously. And then it got more passive aggressive to me. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm done. If he does anything more shitty, I'ma keep calling him out. I don't care. And when he did that thing to James, when he blocked him over a joke, that was the final nail in the coffin.
Not a sexual one. Not a sexual one. We have an emotional connection, not a sexual one. Not a sexual one. Not a sexual one.
The blocking was the nail on the coffin. It was the cherry on top. It was the volcano eruption.
Internet is big enough for the both of you. Why are you so obsessed with Ricky then?
It's a coffee.